Alright guys, Booker Who here. Now, seeing as this is a wrestling video, I've got a message for Off the Rope Show. I understand that you're ticked off over something that's obviously happened. I'm not going to inquire as to what that is. But calling people stupid and lashing out at your fans is probably not going to help you through this situation. But obviously something bad has happened. My first thought when I saw all your videos being erased or deleted was that you got flagged for infringement of copyright, or someone hacked your account. I didn't think the Schleg Daddy was dead until actually I saw the video that said the Schleg Daddy death rumors, and then I saw him come on, because I was like, oh, is that what's happened? Is that why they decided to remove all their videos and all that? But I thought it would have been a bit weird, but okay. But obviously that's not what's happened. Obviously something has happened, and obviously maybe you've saw this coming. It's why you started up a second account. But I still say lashing out at your fans is probably not the best thing to do, even if they do say some silly things sometimes. Hopefully you can get those videos back up. But yeah, shocking. I've only recently subscribed to them. I've watched a few of their videos and they were good, the ones that I have seen anyway. But yes, anyway, on to rebooking WCW 2000. I'm gonna run through this video. This is sort of be the intro video. I have a list of goals to set. Obviously, yes, this is all fantasy. If they said I was very young at the time, so I wouldn't have had the opportunity to be a booker. But if I were, and in my current form, I'd do things a little bit different. While I do think the New Blood idea was a good one, and why some people say, well, it was too little too late, I think they decided to push the wrong people into the wrong positions, and they weren't really ready, and that was not entirely their fault. But some of them were obviously good plans. Booker T, definitely one of them. Jeff Jarrett, I know if the Schleg Daddy did see this, I think if you can taint his world title run into one solid one, you might have had something a little bit better than chopping and changing all the time. But yeah, I think he could have been a contender. He probably wouldn't have been the right person for the time, but at least I can say this for it. It was someone different, and I do not see Jeff Jarrett as a mid-carder. I see him as an upper mid-carder. But I do feel in some ways it was his time, but not in WWE, because Stone Cold was way too hot. The Rock was hot as well, and he had a lot of obstacles to get over the hurdle there. So what better option to see this other company here without a lot of young guys? And I think he'd made the right choice to jump, to be honest with you. I don't think he could have been a main eventer in WWE at the time, but now he could be. As far as the lower card goes, that's where I'm going to have Jeff Jarrett do a lot of his work. I feel like that would probably be the best place for him through most of this, but I would make him go up, and you'll see what I do with Jeff Jarrett as time goes on. I do have some big plans for him early on, but later on it's going to be Booker's time, so stay for that. As far as sorry, I've got this really itchy nose. It crops up every now and again. The lower card, I plug in a few other guys in there. Buff being one of them. But again, Buff, he had the look, but he definitely was not going to be a big, huge name. And basically, a lot of this stuff is just going to be, well, we can't beat WWE this year. Let's build some credibility back up so we can make a run at it next year. I would be telling the Turner people, look, we've just had a whole heap of guys out injured. Some of them are not even coming back, because I'm starting this from straight after Sold Out. I can't. Bret Hart is out. Goldberg is away. I can't bring him back yet. And I've just lost my mid card. A lot of my workhorses in Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn. Well, his decision, you look back on it, man, what a bad idea. Those two, especially Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn, WWE did shit all with them. But Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero, while they wouldn't be immediately impactful, later on, especially, that was a good decision for them. But I've lost a whole heap of people, and I'm like, I'm going to be like, fuck, I just got this job and I've lost all these guys. But yeah, rolling down, Cruiserweight division is going to be my key to trying to get that hardcore fan to stick around. I can't do a lot, but I'm going to make sure that we do a lot. And if you look at the timeline in this, especially with WWE, they were focusing on longer title reigns. Maybe not in the beginning of the year, but definitely later on in the year. You had The Rock hold that belt from like King of the Ring till No Way Out. Huge run. That is practically. Oh no. The Rock held it from King of the Ring to No Mercy, and then Kurt. Sorry, bad go. But yeah, two huge long reigns. As far as a lot of the other guys, I'm going to be start phasing out. It's guys like Hogan, Nash will definitely be around, just purely because of his size. I'd keep him around, but maybe not in that big title picture. DDP, I do some things with him early on, just because, well, he like essentially 99, he didn't get really the opportunity he deserved. Glad he got the belt, but there was other things I could have done with him throughout. Sting and Vampire, I liked their feud. Maybe a bit too Undertaker Kane-ish, but definitely we can do some things with them. Especially because Vampiro, if you want to build him up, Sting is definitely, as far as WCW goes, definitely the guy to use. Shane Douglas, definitely after he comes back, doing a great deal with him. Bam Bam's same. Chris Candido, while he wasn't around too long, and due to his problems, I'm gonna have to say, well, not a great deal I can do with him, but what I do is try to use him as in a very similar way to what he was used. But a guy with that kind of problem, and especially with his girlfriend, especially still with her problems, I don't think she's really gotten over what happened with him. But yeah, let's move on. As I said, a lot to be said about this time. A lot going on. A lot has happened. We've been. You got to remember, WCW at this point had been shot with a shotgun, and they were already bleeding. Now we're losing so much blood, and it's just. I think really, if you look at it, this was like one of the last straws. It really was. Like, the clock was running. We can go to chemo, but the cancer has spread. It really has. We've hit the iceberg, and now it's just a matter of time before we see all the damage that's been done. But I still maintain that if you had done some stuff right, and if I could somehow get some help behind me, I could make this company raise some money. But again, as Kevin Nash said in his interview, booking wasn't the only problem this time. WCW was with a network that really didn't like them. They really didn't want to go to those meetings saying that our highest rated product was wrestling. So again, and with the Time Warner and AOL merger, that really became a problem. But look, guys, as he said, they sold a lot of assets at the time, but still I maintain that this company could have been turned around, and I really wish, especially now, Vince hadn't bought it. I think that was a mistake. Buying out your competition really is never a good idea. I think he was thinking also that, hey, I buy these guys out, I can sell their library, he just didn't think. He thought short term. I don't think he thought really what's going to happen to the entire industry. I don't think it was entirely greed. I think he just wanted. I think he wanted a break from having this on his head all the time. But really, thinking long term, I really think buying WCW was a big mistake. So let's see if we can make a product that AOL will probably not sell to Vince McMahon in 2001 and sell to someone else and make it more appeasing to them. Okay, guys, let's go on. I'm gonna do another video straight after this one, and I'm gonna upload these both simultaneously. Again, guys, I'm not sure exactly when that video with Sid Part 2 is coming up, but hopefully it will not be too far away.